rib cage alignment. I always feel the lower part of the rib cage here where the cartilaginous ribs come up and attach to the lower part of the sternum. And you can see that her right rib cage is about a ½ an inch lower than her left rib cage. Do you feel the difference right there? Mm-hmm. And then I put some pressure right in her substernal area there, and that's really tender, isn't it? Then I'm going to go ahead and come down into the, you can relax those here for a second now, and just exhale for me. And keep exhaling. I get a good grip on her stomach and pull it down. You can feel that slipping back down through the hiatus. Not up there too bad today either. One more time. And we're not listening to that cough reflex like we did earlier in the week either. Excellent. Very good. Okay, let's just spine the rib cage. We want to grab the stomach, take a deep breath in, let it all out, and just keep exhaling for me. There we go. Now I'm grabbing the fundus stomach and I'm pulling it straight down. Perfect. Okay, one more time. Or two more times, actually. There you go. And keep exhaling for me. This may not look like much on the video, but boy, I'm getting in there deep, aren't I, Key? Okay, one more now. You're almost there. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Good job. Okay, a lot of hiatal hernia sufferers also get a lot of pressure under their sternum and under their rib cage. They get bloated and gassy feeling. They also get acid all the way up into their esophagus and their throat, sometimes throwing up. That way just a little bit, please. There you go. Okay. Let it all the way out. So, I get way, way down. Did you feel it right there, that little pop? That was the top part of the stomach, which is called the fundus. Right there it is. It's a lot deeper than what it looks on the YouTube videos, isn't it? One more time. Okay. Yep, just keep exhaling. It's down now. There we go. Excellent. And then let her tell you how she's done in the short time that she's been coming in. So let's have you take a deep breath and then let it all out. There we go. So you notice I go right below the xiphoid process, which is the very tip of the sternum, or the breastbone, a lot of people call it. And I get way down in there and I pull the stomach back down through the diaphragm. Another deep one in. Let it all the way out. There we go. Keep blowing it out. And see, the more the patient relaxes and lets you dig down in there, they can get a hold of the top of the fundus of the stomach and just pull it right down. Another one. There we go. Okay, let this all out. There we go. Excellent. Very good. Sternal. Okay, now we're going to get below his xiphoid process, which is right there. Take a deep breath in for me now. Okay, now let it all the way out. There you go. Blow it out. And I'm grabbing the stomach and I'm going to pull that straight superior to inferior back down through his diaphragm. And you can feel that. And then deep exhalations. And don't try this at home if you're not a professional and know how to do this, because you can injure people if you don't know what you're doing. There we go. If you're not trained and licensed in it. In fact, all of my treatments here should only be done by licensed chiropractic doctors around the world. Do not recommend this being done by any family members. That's sore too, huh? Yeah, so he's got a little ileocecal valve issue right there as well. There we go. Okay. And so now I'm going to pull her stomach down, so take a nice deep breath in and let it all the way out. Yeah, just keep letting it out, exhaling. Sometimes this stimulates the cough reflex on her, but you just keep pulling that stomach down. You notice I don't slide down on the skin or on the shirt. Deep breath again. And exhale again. Make sure you get below the xiphoid process. By the way, you shouldn't do this unless you're a licensed healthcare professional or a spouse that I have personally taught this to. Robert has actually learned how to do this, so when they get home, he can continue pulling her stomach down through her diaphragm for her as she continues to get chiropractic adjustments in whatever city she wants to get her adjustments in when she goes back home. Very good. Excellent. We've also been working a little bit on her ileocecal valve over here, which is still a little tender right there, huh? Yeah. And then also on the valve over here between the large intestine and the rectum gets a little stopped up occasionally too. And a lot of people that have constipation will notice that and feel that. So we do some colon massages and also work the muscles that are somatically related to the nerves that supply the colon. And usually a person will go to the restroom. Now I'm going to pull your stomach down through your diaphragm here. So take a real deep breath in. Let all your air out. Now I'm going to grab the fundus or the top of the stomach right under the xiphoid process and the left side of the ribs, and I'm going to pull it straight down deep. Okay, good. And another deep breath in. And then now exhale, and keep exhaling for me as I push this down and then pull it down. Do you feel that knot right there? That's your hiatal hernia right there. But I'm pulling it back down through the diaphragm so it will help release that pressure feeling and that bloated feeling as well as any acid. Okay, go ahead and do it one more time. And keep letting all your out as I pull this down. Excellent. Now right here is the ileocecal valve. I bet you that's sore, isn't it? Sometimes this gets clogged up too. It's the valve between the small intestine and the large intestine. Do you like popcorn or nuts or anything like that? Things with shells or husk on them? Corn, peas, popcorn. Yeah, a lot of times those husks get stuck in the ileocecal valve. Now we're on this left side, the valve between the large intestine and the rectum is right here. Is that also a little sore? Mm-hmm. You see this sore a lot with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. Sorry. And then notice I'm rubbing that in a clockwise type motion. And then I do a little bit of colon massage very lightly. I'm not pushing in here real hard, although it might feel like it to her at this point in time because her bowels are sore just from being inflamed. That's what IBS is inflammation of the bowels. Irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory bowel syndrome, same thing. So I'm pushing down in here and kind of doing a clockwise type of rotation, which probably is a little tender, but it'll feel better when it quits hurting. There we go. Some people get that and others don't, but I say that a lot. That's one of my favorite lines. It'll feel better when it quits hurting. There we go. Good. Excellent. Okay, now take a deep breath in. Let it all the way out. Now in this one you want to stay way up on top of the uterus, on top of the baby, but you can still grab the stomach and pull it down there deep. Take another deep one. Let all air out. Have you already had the sonogram done? What's the first thing you saw on the sonogram? I bet the spine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, most of you pregnant couples will know now, but we're going to keep him from having those by pulling his tummy down. Take a deep breath in, because he does have it occasionally. See, grab that and pull his stomach down, and it's not too far up there. You can really feel when the stomach's pulled up through the hiatus. Do another deep one. Let it all out. There you go. Good, and one more time. So I get way down here deep on the left-hand side and pull that stomach straight back down through. But his isn't up through the hiatus.